even during one of the most dead stretches of the offseason, before a year that many people believe is going to be a gap year without Jayson Tatum, great news keeps rolling in for our Boston Celtics. Yes, one of it's on Jayson Tatum and the other, our own head man, Joe Mazzulla. We'll talk about all of that and more on today's show. Before we do, this is why you subscribe, because the Celtics did make a big-time move this weekend. When the Celtics make those moves, we make videos and have you guys covered. Join 53,000 diehard Celtics fans on this channel. Hit that subscribe button. It's 100% free Celtics content all year long. That great news and that big move is that the Celtics have officially agreed to a multi-year contract extension with Joe Mazzulla. The 2024 NBA champion head coach is in Boston for the long haul, and I think this is fantastic news. Now, we don't know how many years this deal actually is going to be per Boston Celtics team policy. The terms of the deal as far as length and size of the pay in his deal has not been disclosed at this point. But overall, this is phenomenal news for Celtics fans. I know there were, at the beginning of his tenure, detractors and haters and all this stuff. Mazzulla ball doesn't work. Clearly, we know it works right now. Brad Stevens believes in Joe Mazzulla ball, and he is here to stay for the long haul, coaching up JT and JB for a long time, it seems. Mazzulla said this about signing the extension with Boston. He said, "This is truly a blessing. I would not be here without my faith, my wife, and my children. We are thankful for the partnership with our ownership groups, Brad's mentorship, and the support of our staff. Most importantly, I am grateful for the players I have been able to coach the past 3 seasons. I look forward to competing for the Celtics and the city of Boston." Look, he's already stamped. He's already on the track to being a Hall of Fame head coach with a couple of things we're about to show you guys. But it's even more impressive when you consider what happened, how Joe Mazzulla was hired, how Joe Mazzulla was really thrust into a very awkward position as a coach from behind the bench. He was in the second row of the Ime Udoka's staff before he ended up taking the head coaching job, jumping a lot of other more experienced, more veteran candidates. And he has taken it in complete stride, and he has brought a sense of, he really has given the Celtics the identity, more so even than the Jays have over these past couple of years. Like, this team has been built and lives and dies on the brain power of Joe Mazzulla at this point, and it's resulted in a 2024 championship. He is the youngest coach to win the NBA Finals since our own Bill Russell. He is a 4-time Eastern Conference Coach of the Month. He is literally doesn't lose basketball games. Like, he's 726 for his career so far in Boston, and he's averaging over 60 wins per regular season. I believe it was 181 wins in the regular season over his first 3, and he's got a 660 winning percentage in the postseason. He's absolutely the man for the job, and however old he is right now, like, close to 40? I believe he's like 39 or 41, somewhere in that range. Like, I want this guy in that seat for a long, long time until he proves that he is not capable of doing the job. And I think Brad Stevens knows that he is capable of doing the job. Here's what he had to say on the extension. He said, "We're very excited that Joe has agreed to extend with the Celtics. He understands the job and has a passion for the Celtics that is only rivaled by our most die-hard fans. He's worked hard and accomplished amazing things in his first 3 years as a head coach, including averaging over 60 wins a season and winning the 2024 title. Joe is a gifted leader who brings a consistent commitment to learning, improving, and maximizing each day we get to compete for the Boston Celtics." Brad Stevens has believed in this guy, his guy, from day one. I understand that bringing a guy from the second row of your bench into the head coaching job is an incredible risk to take, but it is completely paid off. And the Celtics now play a brand of basketball that fits what Joe Mazzulla's style is. Feisty and kind of innovative in a way. Like, the three-point volume that the Celtics have gotten over the past couple of years has just been unprecedented in this league, and it's really changing a lot of things. You could argue for the better or for the worse, but it is for the winning. The best teams in this league take and make a lot of three-point attempts. And on the flip side, when you peel it all back, off the court, analytics aside and all that stuff, Joe Mazzulla elevates the floor of this basketball team because he is an absolute psychopath. And I love every single part of that. He's gone out and tried to fight guys who are getting signed by Brad Stevens this offseason. Remember when he tried to go fight Chris Boucher a couple of years ago? Like, ridiculous. What about when all the ridiculous answers he has to when people congratulate him on things? Derrick White goes up to him, "Hey, man, congrats on Eastern Conference Coach of the Month." Who cares? Like, I love that mentality of Joe Mazzulla. He's strictly about the basketball and his family and his faith, and that's all you can really ask for in a world that doesn't see that kind of thing all too often anymore. And I'll say this before I finally give my final congratulations to Joe Mazzulla here for inking a new deal with Boston. go celebrate, man. Do your favorite thing is to do and watch The Town for the 1,000th time, your favorite movie. So I'm just excited that he's going to be a part of this for the long haul, and I would be very hard-pressed to say that Joe Mazzulla will not win another championship for the city of Boston. I think he's here, and he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Show some love to him, though. If you're happy that Joe Mazzulla is here to stay, let me know in the comments section. Spam those shams. Get the shamrock emojis rocking and rolling down in the comment section if you are happy that Joe Mazzulla is going to be a Celtic for a very, very long time. Look, I'll say this. Let's get real for a little bit. Stop glazing Joe Mazzulla for just a quick second. This isn't going to be easy for Joe. Like, 25-26 is not going to be an easy job whatsoever. And I commend Brad Stevens for kind of helping Mazzulla avoid the fire from the media and the Twitter and all the scrutiny that he would face if this Celtics team underperforms their at least in-house expectations. The rest of the NBA world, the Twitter world, the social media, all that stuff, they all believe that this Celtics roster is disgusting and just not in the good way. Like, this team is bound for the play-in more than it is for a certified playoff spot. And I can see why, man. It's not very good, very skilled, very talented in the front court. You have unproven talent, like new guys coming in, like an Anthony Simons, who's probably going to command a pretty big-time role. Is this going to be their guarantee rotation? No, I think there's a good chance that anybody of the grouping of Chris Boucher or Sam Hauser, potentially even Xavier Tillman, if he's healthy and ready to go, has a good camp. Or even Josh Minott or Jordan Walsh could start games at the 4. And then obviously Peyton Pritchard and Anthony Simons there can rotate in and out at the 1 spot. I don't know exactly who Joe Mazzulla would want to start more, but maybe he goes to Anthony Simons as the team has a lot more financially committed to him, at least for this season. But speaking more on Peyton Pritchard real quick and kind of dispelling the rumors about the Celtics kind of tanking this season, he is not about that mentality whatsoever. He said, we're definitely trying to be a playoff team, and we're trying to win a championship. And he elaborated more on that further, saying that there's a standard that has been set in Boston. They themselves have set a standard, and that is winning championships. And that's what Peyton Pritchard wants to go out there and do. He's not a guy I would ever assume would lay down and die and just throw a season away. Like, that's just not the type of player that he is, and I'm glad that he's here for it. But in reality, it's not going to be an easy job for Joe Mazzulla to, get the most out of this Celtics roster. I believe that he's going to. I believe that Brad has put the pieces around Anthony Simons, high-volume three-point shooter. Boucher can space the floor a little bit as well. Like, I think given the circumstances, he's in as good of a spot as he can be, but in reality, that roster, talent-wise, is just not as competitive as we all want it to be this season. But if you guys disagree, if you guys believe in the Celtics to make a big-time push in the Eastern Conference this season, potentially a conference finals appearance, let me know. Like the video. Go down below. Smash that thumbs up icon if you believe in your C's. We'll talk more in just a moment, but make sure you guys get hooked up with this awesome, cannot miss deal at this link right here, chatsports.com/champ sale. Look, I know. Do I need to close the yearbook a little bit? Yes, maybe a little bit. But like, this is an awesome shirt with the caricatures of all the contributors from the 2024 title run, and it's on a sick deal. It's over 60% off. It's $13. Like, how could you miss with this shirt? So get one today. This link right here, chatsports.com/champ sale. I put that in the comments section and description of today's video to make it easy for you guys. Click it, get some drip today. Alrighty, Jayson Tatum injury update. We've been putting out a couple of minor ones over the past couple of days, and I just want to keep you guys kind of chronicled throughout the entire saga. We're not going to hear that Jayson Tatum is coming back from injury anytime soon. We're not going to hear a timetable anytime soon, but what we are going to see is Jayson Tatum living his life and how he recovers on a day-to-day basis. He was out there at an early child education center opening in Providence, Rhode Island. He was walking up a bunch of stone stairs. I know it's crazy to overanalyze that thing, but it is a really serious injury and something you have to treat delicately. And Jayson Tatum is living his life, and he is seeming to be on a really, really good track as far as his recovery goes. Now, as far as coming back next season goes, is that a possibility? Well, I wouldn't completely 100% rule it out because people in the building seem to believe that there's a chance. Rich Gotham, the Celtics team president, said the following. That's the down-the-road question on a Jayson Tatum timeline returning from this Achilles tear. That's one you can't really answer today. But what I know about JT is he's going to do everything he can to put us in a position to make a decision. So, he believes there's a good chance JT's going to be close. He's going to work hard to get back as soon as he can, and we'll see how soon that is. But for right now, we're not really looking at timetables. And what I take away from all that is that he's not ruling out a return next season because there is a non-zero chance that it happens. There are people in the Celtics front office, there are people in the Celtics building that believe that JT playing next season is absolutely a possibility. So we're not going to throw out timetables right now, and we're not going to rule him out for the entire season upcoming. I'm optimistic. I also am of the camp that I'd probably would just rather punt and have him come back at 26, 27. How good of a playoff position are they going to be in? I think it's probably dependent on whether or not Jayson Tatum comes back. How competitive are they in the Eastern Conference? We shall see. But at this point in time, there's a non-zero chance that Jayson Tatum plays in 2025, 2026. Let me know what you guys think. Does he play? Does he sit the whole year? Do they come back for a playoff run? Does Jayson Tatum play this year? Yes or no? Do you believe it can happen? It's a crazy injury. It'll be a crazy recovery time, but he's a crazy athlete. So let me know, yes or no, in the comments section. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. That will do it for today's edition of Celtics Today by Chat Sports. Keep us locked in for all your Celtics news and rumors all offseason and into the regular season as well. We'll see you guys in the next one. And as always, let's go C's.